Ian, tell us what's happening here today.
What we're seeing is the community coming together and determining what's happening to them as far as a natural hazard, making a decision on what they should do as a group, and then putting it into practice. So, in a nutshell, from an SES perspective, what we're seeing is a self-made IMT. They're basically finding out if they're doing a situational awareness check. They're confirming with the SES what's happening, and we're liaising with them at that stage so we can actually give them input from the Bureau of Meteorology. But more importantly, they've actually come up with a plan of action so they know what they want to do, where they want to do it, and how they're going to do it. They've organised teams in tiers, so they have a top tier, middle tier and a lower tier. From a top tier, what it is the people who have the inside track to the SES. They get the information and they initiate the actions. Their second tiers look after the vulnerable people in the community, and their job is to actually go out straight away and warn them that the situation may be happening. And their tier 3 is their more inclusive thing, where they're trying to actually make sure that everyone is captured and is warned that an event is happening. This is what's just happened over here at this stage. Now what we're going to do is transition over to what they call their relocation shelter or their evacuation shelter. And from there, what they're going to do is see some SES displays, but more importantly, they're going to have an opportunity to register people as they come into an evacuation shelter, so they can give this information onto the police if required at a later stage. It's also about them making sure that the welfare of the people who are the neediest is looked after. It's also them identifying the resources they have in the community, and if it sounds familiar to SES people, it's basically what we do in Orange, they're doing for themselves, but in the plain streets, and it's fantastic to watch. It has been unbelievably efficient. They have, when they've identified problems, they've been able to rectify, put solutions into place, and also from bringing other community groups in, from the Rural Fire Service. They've found community partners in Origin Energy, in Wagga Wagga Council, and they've organised this all themselves. All we have done is we've showed them what the threat was in initial meetings, and from there they've actually, with a little bit of prompting from me and the SES, we've actually guided them in a way they can actually write a proper plan, but a plan which is actually simple. They can do it. It's a one-page wonder. It's not a huge tome of information. You don't need that information. It's do this, do this, do this, do this. And when they've actually had to come and do it, it's worked a treat. There hasn't been a flaw.